Hello student, today we are going to see about chemical potential, or it is also called as partial molar free energy. Now in order to study this, consider a system. Suppose we have one system and that system consists of number of constituents, and these number of constituents are present as number of moles N1, N2 dash 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 Ni. Then for such a system, the Gibbs free energy G is a function of temperature, pressure and number of constituents of the system. And here we consider the number of constituents are N1 mole, N2 mole, dash 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 up to Ni mole. Okay. Now for such a system, this Gibbs free energy is a function of T, P and number of constituent. Why this is so? Because as there is a change in temperature, pressure or any number of constituents, then there will be the change in G, that is Gibbs free energy. That's why this free energy G is a extensive property. Now here there will be small change in temperature, pressure and number of constituent, then there will be the corresponding change occurred in the Gibbs free energy. Now such a change in the Gibbs free energy is obtained. Hence differentiate this equation. Now this is dG, differentiation of G as a dG at constant pressure, temperature and number of constituents N1, N2 dash 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 up to Ni, okay, is equals to. Now here the differentiate with respect to temperature, keeping another constituents constant. That's why the first derivative becomes dG upon dt with respect to temperature, keeping pressure and other constituents N1, N2 dash 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 Ni constant into dt, plus dG upon, now differentiate with respect to second, that is pressure, dG upon dP at constant temperature except P, other are constant, that's why temperature N1, N2 dash 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 Ni into dP, plus third, that is differentiate with respect to N1, that's why dG upon dN1 at constant temperature, pressure except N1 means N2, N3 dash 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 up to Ni into dN1. Now you know last term is Ni, that's why after this the last term becomes dG upon dNi, keeping temperature, pressure N1, N2 up to Ni minus 1 all are constant, okay, into dNi. This is the last term. Now after differentiating this, what we get? We get this derivation and each term on this right hand side, or one can say each derivative. This is the first derivative, okay, this is the second derivative on the right hand side, this is the third, okay, if N2 is taken then third, fourth and last is dG upon dNi into at constant temperature, pressure N1, N2 up to Ni minus 1 term. These are the different derivatives. These are different derivatives means except dt, dp, then dN1 and this dNi. The each term on the right hand side is nothing but here change in the Gibbs free energy with respect to temperature. This is the first derivative. Keeping pressure N1, N2 up to Ni constant into dt. The second term, the change in the Gibbs free energy with respect to pressure, constant temperature N1, N2 up to Ni. In this way and so on. But if the temperature and pressure are constant, let me consider, we may consider this N1, N2, N2 up to Ni as capital N. That's why dg at constant pressure, temperature and capital N. This N1 to Ni is considered as capital 1. Then it will be equals to, all remains as it is. Okay. Now further, at constant temperature and pressure, at constant temperature and pressure, let me consider, if temperature is constant, you know, as temperature is constant, that's why dt equals to 0. As pressure is constant, that's why dp equals to 0. Now this above equation becomes dg, okay, at constant pressure, temperature and other constituents is equals to, now this becomes 0, this becomes 0, that's why first two terms becomes 0, plus dg upon dn1 at constant temperature, pressure n2, n3 dash up to ni into dn1, plus next term dg upon dn2, keeping temperature, pressure n1, n3 except n2 up to ni into dn2, plus so on, and last term is dg upon dni at constant temperature, pressure n1, n2 dash up to ni minus 1. Okay. Now here this first two terms becomes 0. Now later on, since this term differentiation or change in the Gibbs free energy with respect to first number of moles of first constituents at constant temperature, pressure and other constituents, okay, these derivatives on the right hand side are called as free energy or partial molar free energy or chemical potential. Partial molar free energy or chemical potential. Now this partial molar free energy means these terms on the right hand side, they are represented. Let me assume this is the first term, dg upon dn1 at constant temperature, pressure, then n2, n3 dash ni, it is referred as g1 bar. The second term, which term? This dg upon dn2 at constant temperature, pressure n1, n3 dash ni is referred as g2 bar. And last term, this one is referred as, is equals to gi bar. In this way, this is the representation, or it is also known as a chemical potential, and it is denoted by mu. That's why these right hand side becomes, see, dg at constant pressure, temperature and number of moles is equals to, this is nothing but g1 bar into dn1 plus g2 bar into dn2 plus g3 bar into dn3 plus dash gi bar into dni. Okay, gi bar into dni. Or further, it may be represented as a mu. That's why it is equals to mu1 dn1 plus mu2 dn2 plus mu 3 dn3 plus dash 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 mu I dni. This is nothing but a chemical potential. Okay, this mu is nothing but chemical potential. That's why this quantity, that is mu, that is chemical potential, can be defined as increase in the Gibbs free energy at a constant temperature and pressure when 1 mole of any constituent is added into the system. Now further, if we integrate this equation, what we did, if we integrate this equation, integrate equation 1, integrate equation 1. Now you know left hand side, this is integration of dg at constant pressure, temperature, N1, N2, dash 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 Ni, it is referred as capital N, is equals to. Now mu1 into dn1, mu1 chemical potential is constant, that's why integration of dn1 plus mu2 into integration of dn2 plus mu3 into integration of dn3. Okay, and the last term becomes this one plus dash 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 plus last term is mu I integration of dn1, sorry, dni. Okay, now after solving this simple integration or simple mathematics, what we get? Now you know integration of dx is x, that's why integration of dg is g. Now g at constant pressure, temperature and number of constituents is equals to mu1, what is the integration of dn1? It will be n1 plus, by using this formula, now plus mu2 into n2 plus mu3 into n3 plus dash 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 last term mu I into ni. Okay, this is nothing but Gibbs free energy of the system or of the heterogeneous system when the different constituents, that is the different number of moles of constituents are present. Here we studied about the Gibbs free energy change of the system. Initially, you know, a system is considered. Okay, now how to remember this derivation? Initially, system is considered. Let me assume for this system a different number of moles are there. That's why G is a function of pressure, temperature, N1, N2, dash 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 Ni. Why this is so? Because Gibbs free energy changes as the pressure or temperature or any number of moles of the constituents changes. That's why the Gibbs free energy changes. That's why the Gibbs free energy is extensive property. Why it is extensive? Because it depends upon the number of moles of the constituents. Okay, not only depends on the pressure and temperature, but it also depends upon the number of moles of the constituent. These N1, N2, N3, all these are nothing but the number of moles of the constituents. Now differentiate with respect to one of this, keeping other constant. First of all, differentiation of G as a dg. Okay, now pressure, temperature and number of constituents remains as it is. Now first differentiation, dg upon dp, keeping other constants, mean temperature, N1, N2 all are constant. Okay, N2 dp plus second term, differentiate with respect to second, means temperature, dg upon dt at constant pressure, N1, N2 dash 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 into dt plus dg upon dn1, keeping pressure, temperature, N2, N, means except, differentiate with respect to that, except that all other you have to write here as a subscript. In this way, you get the mathematical equation. Here at constant pressure and at constant temperature, these first two term becomes 0. That's why the third term dg upon dN1 at constant pressure, temperature and number of moles is nothing but the chemical potential. Later on, after keeping this dP as 0 and dt as 0, later on the chemical potential is define. Later on take the integration. After integration you will get this easier equation, which is nothing but the chemical potential or partial molar free energy of the system. Okay, I think you all getting this very well.